Alexa, last,
Hello.
last night was so exciting. I had to keep it brief myself on the red carpet because I was so excited for you.
Thank you.
But you know how I ended it. Because everyone's going to ask that same question. How do you feel immediately after American Song Contest? I'd rather ask you this question 24 hours later. So now it all sank in.
I remember you told me I'm going to ask you the same question tomorrow, and you kept your promise, my good sir. I mean, yes, I mean, it's been about a day at this point, and to be completely frank, I mean, the reality still has not hit me. I mean, I've received so many wonderful messages of support and congratulations from my family, loved ones, like even like past classmates as well. And I've had so many awesome interviews with wonderful people like yourselves today, but it still hasn't hit me yet. But I'm so grateful to be in this position that I'm in. I would never give this up for anything in the world.
Now, obviously, there's no regrets on choosing Wonderland as your American Song Contest song, but I want to know because I spent nearly half the day listening to all of your old songs. How did you come to this, to Wonderland itself?
Well, thank you so much, first and foremost, for paying attention to my discography. I very much so appreciate it. But with Wonderland, I mean, when ASC, the whole process started over a year ago. We received so many super awesome songs, some that we have kept on the back burner for possible use later. But then we got Wonderland. We came across Wonderland, and we knew from the get-go that was going to be the one. So we immediately put that in action.
Now, the credit just doesn't fall on you because your team is incredible. Tell me about this team of yours. I mean, it is essentially your family with you on stage. I mean, how is this, the choreography, the team, this family?
My goodness, that is the perfect word to describe it. While my literal family, my mother and father were there, I had my American Song Contest family and my label family with me. I mean, so the label that I hail from in South Korea, it's called ZV Label. We have the main CEO. He flew with us all the way from Korea to be a part of this project. We have our creative director, we have our contents manager, we have our PR team, and one of our former coworkers who came in from Germany to come visit us. I mean, it's just awe-inspiring to see how dedicated these people are to this overall project and how much time and effort they're putting in, and the dancers, the producers, just everything that happened with American Song Contest, the costume department, like, my God, everybody was working their butts off 24/7, and I'm so grateful that they trusted me in the process.
Now, the results reveal itself was fantastic. I mean, I think I told you last night myself, I had to somehow sneak my way in there just to watch your performance and the results. And I have never seen a jump. After watching Eurovision myself, you had the largest jump of points I have ever seen in my entire life. I mean, who do you credit that to? Do you just your general fans, Asians out there, Oklahomans? Who is it?
I mean, I think the answer is D, all of the above. But I mean, being able to perform on such a wonderful show like American Song Contest, it gave me this opportunity and this platform to share my artistry and just my overall energy with the American audience. And I'm so grateful for all the fans, old or new, that, voted for me and supported me, all my fellow Oklahomans, Okie Pride represent, but also, I'm pretty sure we talked about this yesterday, but the Asian Americans and the Pacific Islanders that are celebrating our Heritage Month right now. I could not be more grateful for that support.
I know there were so many Asians on that red carpet cheering for you. You have no idea.
It was so heartwarming. It really was.
Now we did actually talk about it last night. Of course, one of the most memorable things that ever happened to you was the trophy scene, and it's really funny. It's because I actually had my camera out and I shut it off right before you. So no videos from me. I know it's on Twitter out there.
It's on Twitter.
It's on Twitter out there. I shut it off. I had so many DMs. People were asking like, did you not get the broken trophies? So
oh my. Ooh.
So I'll ask you this: have they fixed it yet, or you're going to keep the two separate trophies and put it in two places?
Two separate trophies. I never thought of it as two, but hey, good point. But I mean, it's really funny to me because checking social media afterwards, and also with the knowledge that I have from Eurovision, it's just super funny because it's like for the first season of American Song Contest, they carry on that timeless tradition of the trophy breaking at Eurovision. So hey, I'm grateful, I carried that on. I carried the Olympic torch of broken trophies for this new show to be starting.
So did they give you word when they're going to send you the fixed one?
Mr. Bjorkman, Christopher Bjorkman, he did pull me aside and say, "Don't worry, it happens a lot. It happens to other countries like 5 times in a row sometimes. So we will have you get a new one. So we are all good. We are all good."
That is terrific. Now I'm going to ask you a tough question here because, like I indicated last night, you are the very first America Song Contest winner, which is almost nearly like following the footsteps of your gracious host, Kelly Clarkson, who was the very first winner of American Idol. Do you feel like you're following her footsteps? Do you feel that pressure, and do you feel like someday you will be as big as Kelly Clarkson?
Oh goodness. I mean, even to phrase it that way, to be following Kelly's footsteps, that is something that just sounds so honorable. My goodness, because Kelly is the OG. I mean, I remember watching her on Idol and just, following her career and jamming to her songs, playing them in the car, singing them at karaoke. Like, she is such an icon. I mean, I don't think I'd be bold enough to say, "Oh, I'm following in Kelly's footsteps," but hopefully, we're walking on the same road together. She's way over there, but I'm slowly tailing behind her, whether it's in her exact path or a little bit different one, who's to say?
So now all of this is over. What are you looking forward to the most? To maybe hear this song Wonderland on the radio, the Billboard
Oh,
performance. I mean, it seems like you're already nervous about everything.
that would be correct. I mean, I did not sleep. The nerves stuck with me from 6 p.m. last night. But I mean, there's just so many amazing opportunities. I'm so grateful for. I would not have them had American Song Contest not happened. So I'm just so happy and just so thankful for everything. But there's so many things I'm looking forward to and everything I am nervous for. But there's too many to count at the moment. But I'm so grateful.
Now, besides that trophy moment, what was the greatest memory out of this experience?
Oh man, there are so many. I mean, everyone, literally everyone, not just all the contestants, the finalists, Snoop and Kelly, but all the staff, literally every single person that works so hard behind the scenes. The guy working spotlight number 2, like for God's sake, everyone was so kind and put in so many hours of hard work. And I think it paid off beautifully. I think it paid off tremendously, but there's so many happy memories and good moments that have happened on my journey in the show. It's really hard to pick one, but if I am going to boast about one thing, it's being able to talk to Michael Bolton because I love that man.
which comes to my next thing is because now you are the American Song Contest winner. It's going to open a lot of doors. And a lot of people will probably want to collaborate with you. Do you already have a list of people you would love to collaborate with?
Well, given the opportunity, if interest was piqued, I really would love to collaborate with Doja Cat as well as Ashniko. I think it'd be really fun.
Wow, that would be really awesome. And with all this excess energy and excitement and emotions, I do want to know, because it was exciting for me, but how did you manage to gather everything to do that final performance at the end?
Well, that is a fantastic question. And to be perfectly honest with you, yeah, I was waiting in my waiting room before they called us to go up to, get the earpiece, get the mic pack and everything. And I was perfectly fine. But the second I walked into the studio, I felt nerves just take over me. Like my stomach was turning, my pulse was racing. It's the most nervous I've ever been in my entire life. I said that to my staff that was with me, and I was just so in my head and anxious, but I just had to take a couple seconds to breathe and just say a nice little prayer to God. And there it was. I mean, the energy just came forth. I don't know how exactly, but boy, am I grateful that it did.
And because you are the first, you also put Oklahoma on the map. I mean, this is something that a lot of people don't think about because
Mhm.
when people think of music, people don't think of music from Oklahoma. Then again, people don't really think of K-pop being from Oklahoma either. I mean, how does
Precisely.
it so how does it feel for that you did all of this
I
unexpectedly?
I mean, I did nothing, but the teamwork that went into this accomplished this incredible, just ending moment of achievement right there. But having Oklahoma put on the map through this show, it just made me so happy and so proud to be an Okie, because it's like I was born and raised there for 21 years, and then, you know, I found myself in South Korea to pursue my dream. But Oklahoma, the people that influenced me in my life, the people that shaped me to be who I was during my most formative years, you know, it just felt like it was a big throwback and a big giving back of like gratitude to those that influenced my life so positively.
This is great. And I really do appreciate you doing this extended
Mm.
conversation with me. But I have one last question.
Yes, of course.
What's your next hair color that you're going to choose?
Um, great question, because once I get back to Korea, I would like to chop it all off, honestly, because she's dead. These are extensions. It's not my real hair. But oh man, maybe red. I would like to go red, maybe.
That is great. I mean, your fans is going to appreciate all of this, and you have gained more fans, possibly millions around the world, which is terrific. I really appreciate all of this, Alexa, and when you do a concert tour, I'm going to have to figure out a way to escort tickets.
We'll get you in. We will be in contact. We'll get you in.
I will hold you to that. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
Thank you, Gig.